her baby had like a runny nose, and she like lifted up her skirt and wiped his nose off, and I was like, ugh, disgusting. But then I have a cat who is, I wore my mic in, whatever. Okay. I have a cat who's disabled, and she was pregnant. They think that somebody like threw her like against a wall or something. People are so mean to pregnant animals.
Oh God, that's horrible.
And so both her babies came out stillborn, and then her back was like broken. So she can't really walk that well. Her back legs like don't like do what she wants them to do. And she can't go to the bathroom like on her own. So I have to express her. And when she's starting to poop, her back legs will start to like bicycle. And so there have been times where like she's in my bed and I see her start going like this. I'm like, oh fuck. So, and I know we don't have enough time for me to get to the bathroom. And so I'll pick her up, put her front arms over my shoulder, and put my hand under her butt. And just, because I'd rather her poop into my hand than poop onto the bed. And then I have to do all this laundry. I can wash my hands. But it's funny because like I see this human baby, my nephew, and she's wiping his nose, and I'm like, disgusting. I'm like, and then I'm catching cat poop with my hand.
Girl, the shit that I was doing when I had the whole litter, because she gave birth, and then I was, because like, so I was like feeding her, and I was like, oh my God, and I was like, wait, she's gonna give birth soon. And one of my friends, he like rescues strays, like all kinds of strays, raccoons, like he'll take care of everything. Like possums, like he always brought a possum to the bar I was at. Like he cares for the animals. He is the animal man.
Yeah.
And he was like, I will take her to a vet. And he was like, oh, she's motherfucker about to pop.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, no worries. Like, got it. Like, cool. And I was like ordering stuff, and like, so he brought her back to me. And then I put her in the house, and I went to work, and then she gave birth that night. And so then
I watched it?
No, I was at work.
Damn,
my roommate was sending me videos. And then I like raised all these kittens, and like the runt, especially, like Mark has the runt now, and I had to like syringe feed her because she kept getting bullied out, and like she's just so happy now, and she's thriving. And I was like, dude, if this
she's still tiny.
She's still so small. And like, I was like, if this cat had given birth, because she was living under my
she would have died, yeah.
She would have died. Like, or her kittens, half the kittens would have died.
Yeah.
I've never been so blessed in my entire life than to like the shit I had to clean up and deal with.
Yeah.
For a long time, and the money I spent.
It's funny because I say that about like having, like how you just said, like I'm so blessed to have been able to take care of them. And that's something that I've told people in relation to my animals, and then also in relation to like having kids, is like, I feel, even though I'm like, this girl's like shit because she can't control when she goes to the bathroom, like she's shitting all over my fucking house, and like I'm cleaning it up, and like all the animals, it's a lot of work, but I feel lucky that I get to take care of them. And if I had a kid right now, because I'm not in a place where like that would be good, then that would be like a situation where it would just be resentful. Like for me, if I was gonna have a kid, I would only have a kid if I felt like, wow, I feel lucky to be able to take care of you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think you should only be a parent if like that is how you feel about having a kid.
And it's like the safest, most comfortable environment. And like I feel so differently about animals than the way I do about humans. And like the evil I see in humans, I don't ever see in animals. And the only time animals are evil is because of humans.
Yeah.
And I like when this little kitty came up to me, and she was so pregnant, and I kept feeding her, and she was so sweet, and she is so sweet, and like I kept her, like I have the mom, and she's my baby, and like I love her so much, and I'm just so happy she's in my house now, and I'm just like, I just hope every day that she feels happy and safe. And I'm just like, this little kitty was just like, meow, meow, meow.
I know. You used to live outside.
You used to live outside, and now I can just take care of you.
And now you don't like pate. You like shredded. Sorry.
You know what? None of my kitties are ever sassy like that. But
they will go on hunger strikes for me.
Really?
If they don't like the food, no, they'll
you know what? They don't like frisky. What is it?
Yes,
they hate the bullshit because I always get them. Can
I have a napkin?
Yes.
I get my kitties.
You know what they would
natural balance, and like I get them like the super nice blue buffalo, like because I want it to be like like me.
Or should we do this?
Yes.
He said, "I want to take my shot."
I need it. I don't need it. Shit, you just go through your archive and.
I know.
But I would like to, reiterate to you both and to everyone else out there as well. This show records whenever you guys want to record. So anytime y'all have some stories you want to tell, just let us know. I mean, I put a lot of time and effort and money into making this into something that we can just pop up and do. And I know because it's something that goes online and it's a podcast, there's this tendency to feel like we have to make it this big thing and we have to plan. So nah, man, if y'all are just like, hey, we're free tomorrow or we're free today, and I got a story that I just got to get off my chest. Well, that's what I'm
saying is that like
let us know and we'll make it happen.
I have an insane story.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what we want to do, and that's why this whole format that I'm shifting us to is that's why we're doing it. I want it to not feel like we have to do just these big episodes. Like, you want to come tell a story? Come tell a story. And if it takes 15, 20 minutes, then that's how long it fucking takes. You know? So if you got a story you want to tell it.
Well, the thing is,
that goes for both of you.
Yeah, I feel like every time I work at Dublin's, I have a story, and usually like I'm recording something and putting it on my Instagram that night.
Yes.
So I always have
your
stories.
End of the night recaps.
Yes,
the next
my
day.
end of the night
You do
recap.
your snack holes.
Yes. Yeah, I've been on a sick one with the snacks, girl. Listen.
Oh my God, your combinations.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
She eats like she lives in Soviet Russia.
Okay, listen, lady.
The Iron Dome has been lifted. God damn it.
Bread and like what?
Well, listen,
Like
let me tell you.
beets and cottage cheese or some shit like that. I don't.
Great snack that I've been great. Oh, I've been real into anchovies lately.
Anchovies. That's what I was thinking of.
No, what was that thing you fucking gave me? It was like beet and mustard.
You didn't even appreciate it.
It was.
And I'm holding that against you.
It was a lot. That was a wild combination of flavors.
So, okay.
I felt like a KGB spy when you fed that to me.
So this specific snack was cottage cheese, heart of palm, pickled red beets, mustard.
Okay.
Yum.
Yeah,
delish.
that actually does sound good.
Yeah. So
I like pickled beets and I like mustard. Heart of palm.
Yummy.
Do you not like heart of palm?
Not
Do you
what
know?
that tastes like.
Do you even know? Yeah, you don't
I don't
know.
know. It's some
don't.
shit.
An uneducated male
It's very
putting his opinion.
War rations.
Where's
is what
the
it is.
bell?
War
Give me your
rations.
fucking bell.
look.
It tasted like war rations.
I've been poor most of my life. I don't need to pretend.
So in the last year, I went off 2 years, I went off birth control and I stopped drinking. So like my body is kind of like super regulated. So like my cycle super regulated. And I usually like I think that part of it is that I noticed that my gut reaction to being hungry is like, oh, ignore it. Like it will go away. And it does, but then I end up like, I'm about to black out on the floor because like I haven't eaten in 2 days.
Yeah.
I was like pissed. I looked in the mirror, no ass, super mad about that. And I realized, like yesterday I ate 3 caffeine pills and a banana. So that's probably why. So now that I have like a regular cycle, I noticed that the 2 weeks before my period, I'm hungry. Like I could eat anything. And so now like, instead of worrying about, is it healthy or whatever I want, I'm eating it. And so like I had sourdough toast, buttered, and toasted. That's what toast is. Sourdough toast, buttered, bean and meat chili on top, and then a layer of vanilla sweet cream cold foam.
What?
Oh my God, girl, you don't even fucking understand. It was so good.
Is this at Starbucks?
No, so the person I was dating at the time bought all this coffee shit to make me coffee in the morning, and so we're sitting there. I think we were just eating toast, and I was like, he brought out the chili, and then I was like, boom, I got a fucking idea. I'm gonna get that cold foam. So good. And then like a couple weeks ago, I had red velvet cake, chocolate cake,
You need a camera right now just
and
for her reaction.
and sardines with a squeeze of lemon. It was so good. Then I put but then like 2 days later, and then I was like, I need to put this in ice cream. Like I need to put it was anchovies. Did I say sorry? I don't know. I wanted the anchovies in ice cream, but then like the hormonal cravings had kind of like dampened. And I tried it, and like it was good, but it wasn't like.
I'll stay on birth control.
No. Listen. Your third eye will open. You don't even
Girl,
understand.
I do ayahuasca.
But you don't need the ayahuasca.
She's like,
I need sardines on toast and ice
It's
cream.
so good. And now I'm like excited for those 2 weeks to come because because it's never planned. It's never like, oh, I'm planning for this. It's like in the moment. So
You
throughout
sound like you're planning. I'm gonna be.
throughout the month, I'll see things and I'm like, ooh, like that's weird.
Can't
And
wait
so
to have that.
I'll
during
buy
my-
them. Yeah, so like one time I was like,
How can I mix two fucked up things together?
it's just like really salty and then something really sweet. If there's two things that you like, just put them together.
I like one then the other.
Or alternate bites.
I mean,
Bite of ice cream, bite of
But I don't think of
anchovy.
sardines and pumpkin spice latte, you know?
Well, I don't know about that, but
That's what she draws. That's where she draws the line. Pumpkin spice and sardines.
Apologize.
He's like,
no.
look, I might be weird, but don't call me basic.
I'm trying to think of.
Like, I'm not fucking white, you bitch.
There's just so many good combinations, and I
Are we?
That's subjective.
want to be pregnant just so that I can have food cravings.
I think you already have that. I think you're.
But they would be even
I think you
crazier.
unlocked something here.
I feel like they would be so like I'd want to eat dirt or something. You know what I mean? Like
I suddenly feel so normal.
Fucking side hurts.
My cheeks hurt.
I mean, it's just the truth. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god.
It's so good. I love
Oh
it.
good lord.
I can't
oh,
think of more
fuck.
common, but it will be like that.
I love my IUD, but not because of weird ass cravings, but because of endometriosis.
Oh, it helped with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my periods were really bad,
Yeah.
and were so like
I've heard that.
endometriosis is so violent.
Do you know that? So, do you guys know what endometriosis is?
No.
So you bleed outside of your uterus walls, and you bleed into your abdomen. It causes raging amounts of pain
Yeah.
and lots of fertility issues, and it's just really fucking bad because you're internally
Yeah.
bleeding every time you have
Being
a
a woman
period.
sounds hard.
But women should just smile more.
Yeah.
It's God punishing you
So,
for not
like-
being pregnant. How dare you not?
True.
How dare you not reproduce?
So the lining.
That was a good catch. Fill it though. Fill it.
What?
Alcohol.
Why am I being yelled at?
You're the God, peasant.
The lining of your uterus that grows inside, like before you have a period, that will just grow anywhere inside of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so you can imagine if it's growing like in like you're on your liver, it's growing with your cycle and then it's got nowhere to fucking go.
It just so you bleed out.
Yes. And so we've done autopsies of women with endometriosis and their whole insides are glued together because of the tissue being in the wrong place. Now, I think the only way you can get it diagnosed technically is what? Surgery, right?
I think
Does it not
Yeah.
show like
Wait, you
on
can
your?
have this and not be
So
diagnosed?
basically, you have it, right? Because it's not. The other one is PCOS. I don't.
Oh,
Is PC
yeah,
no.
PCOS is crazy because like that's where women will start growing beards because their hormones are so fucked.
I love how that one got an acronym and the other one got a long ass.
Yeah.
name.
PCOS is
Polycystic ovarian syndrome.
there.
Right.
You go.
Yeah.
Like endometrium.
So endometriosis, you can only get it diagnosed by
I'm
having.
just saying that the more serious one, they gave a long name that no one will remember.
only acronym
and
that
no
would-
one with a beard, they're like, all right, it's just.
No. The beard is just one.
The acronym for that would
Symptom.
probably be EDM, and you don't want to.
It's crazy that you guys keep interrupting us about your fucking acronyms on this topic.
Sorry, internal bleeding.
Not all.
The only way you can get it diagnosed is surgery.
That's terrible.
So basically, you'll have it, and your insurance, because this is America, will be like, "You're probably fine, girl. Like, we're
They're
not
like,
going
"You-
to approve a surgery."
Have you tried yogurt?
And so no one also wants to research it because they don't give a fuck about women. So they don't really research it very well, but they have done studies about how it affects the male partner. How it's
of
really
course.
hard on the man.
Oh yeah.
Because she's so grumpy. She doesn't want to suck my
She's
tiny little
mean.
dick. It's hard. So it's crazy. It's an issue directly affecting women. And they're like, but what about
What
your
about
boyfriend?
the guys? What about the
What
guys?
about your boyfriend?
The guys.
What if he...
I'm like, who? Love my boyfriend. We also don't want kids, so. But, so endometriosis runs aggressively in my family, and my cousin had to have a lot of fertility treatments
Yeah.
to have children. She is like, my mom's side of the family is very Irish Catholic. My dad's side is my super Italian Sicilian family that's all over the fucking place. But my cousin on my mom's side, aggressive endometriosis. Like, it was hard. It was so rough. And like, she's very traditional Irish Catholic family. Like, and they're lovely, lovely people. Like, really, truly. But then she finally, after all these fertility treatments, was able to have kids, and she had 2, which is amazing. But it is extremely difficult. But when I was younger and I was having these super, super aggressive, painful periods, and I was like trying different birth controls. And here's the fun part about birth control. It's like what they don't tell men. The first time I tried a certain method, I lost a bunch of hair.
Oh my
I
God.
had a full bald spot right here. It just fell out. And I gained a shit ton of weight. And I flipped the fuck out all the time for like everything.
Yeah.
Like, I was super emotionally unstable. I was fat as fuck. And I had bald spots because birth control.
And I love birth control. Like, I think that
I
it's,
love
it's
it.
obviously like it's made, like, opened up doors for women where you don't have to be
Absolutely.
pregnant. But then at the same time, they kind of made the pill and then they were like, we don't have to like
We don't gotta do nothing else.
do anything else. Yeah, we don't have to make it
Yeah.
any better.
It wasn't the pill. I did the Depo-Provera.
Oh my
shot.
God. Yeah, yes.
Violent.
But there's kind of like the options are so limited because so many birth controls have such terrible side
the
effects.
side effects are pages.
Yeah, like my mom had me like too young, and she always told me, go to college and like get a career and then have kids. Like, don't do what I did. Like, she didn't finish college because she got pregnant with me. So as soon as I became sexually active, I got onto birth control. And then I was on the same birth control for like 8 years. Then I went off of it for like 2 years, and then I started having sex with a man again. And so I was like, you know what? I definitely don't want to get pregnant. I'm going to go get the same one I had before because,
I did that with Depo.
because I was like, well, it was fine for me then.
I lost
all the hair. So I thought that I had not really had any symptoms from that birth control, right? A lot of changes, like in the year when I stopped it, like there was a lot of like personal growth and changes that happened during that time. So I go back on this birth control. Before I'm on the birth control, I'm so happy. I'm so confident. Everything's going great. I feel great. Okay. And within 3 days, I think, I was like convinced that everyone in my life hated me. I remember I'd post like on my story, like after work, and then I would think, I don't know why I'm posting this. Like, nobody cares. I know that they're skipping through it. Like, they hate me. And I was convinced that all my friends hated me. And I was like crying uncontrollably, like for no reason, and then crying because I was crying. And then I realized like the only thing that's changed is the birth control, because like I don't do anything mood altering. Like I don't drink at all. I don't take any drugs. It's only this birth control. So I got it taken out after a month. And within 3 days, I was like, fine. Like not fine all the way. Like it took a while.
You just have to fade out.
Yeah, but the intensity of it was like way diminished. And then that pissed me the fuck off, because I realized like 18 to 27 or 28 when I had this birth control before, bitch, I was trying to kill myself all the time. I was so depressed, like so depressed. And now I'm like, I mean, situationally, there was a lot that needed to improve, but now I know that birth control was making it so much worse. And so like, now I'm so hesitant about birth controls, and I hate it, because it's like, I love what it can do for you of like preventing pregnancy, but then I feel like we don't take the side effects seriously, of like, it can make you want to kill yourself.
Absolutely.
Actually kill yourself.
Yes. I mean, so when I was a teenager, and I don't know if we've talked about this on when I was here on the podcast before, but my parents sent me away to like a wilderness program.
So.
I was like,
Oh my God.
I think,
in
yeah,
Oregon.
I think you
Then they sent me to the Mormon one in Utah for like a year and a half. So for like 2 years, I was like in those like programs, like, and I know Paris Hilton did a documentary about it, and I'm so grateful that there's actually a celebrity that talked about those programs, because they're fucked up. And I know so many girls that went through hell in those. But so, because my mom thought I was a whore, she put me on Depo-Provera. And it worked when I was a teenager, and my teenage hormones worked with it. It was fine. Like, I mean, also too, I was going through so much trauma during that stay in that program that I had no idea what was up or down, because I was constantly being told how to not be a teenager and how to just be submissive constantly.
Christ.
And like, it's a whole thing. Like this, it's so aggressively traumatic. But I like got out, and then I stopped taking because they had me on like tons of prescription medication.
Wow.
They had me on mood stabilizers, Adderall. They had me on the Depo. They had me on all these things. And then I was like, I don't even know who I am anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop taking all of them. And I think my body freaked out a lot, because naturally, like, I don't know who I am without mood stabilizers, Adderall, also birth control. When I'm 16 and I'm institutionalized, I don't.
Yeah.
What hormones am I getting besides constant fight or flight and survival mode? Like, I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
So I stopped. But then later in my adult life, when I started becoming sexually active with boyfriends, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take Depo-Provera again, because that worked for me when I was 14. And I didn't have any comprehension of what the difference between my life as an institutionalized teenager on a shit ton of medication that I was forced to take, because they would check in your mouth. They would check, make sure you took your meds every day. I couldn't consent to taking anything else. So I took it again, and that's when I lost all my hair, or I lost chunks of my hair. And then I gained all this weight, and I would flip out all the time. So then I was like, I have to stop Depo-Provera. But Depo-Provera is a shot.
Yeah.
So you take it once every 3 months, so it doesn't go away.
Oh, fuck.
So I had to sit through it and ride it out. And then I wasn't on birth control for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I stopped. And my periods were just always bad. They sucked. Like I would call out of work. And then I ended up getting pregnant with this horrendous ex. And I was like, immediately, I was like, abortion. Like, I'm getting an abortion.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. This is absolutely, like, I don't want children. And also,
Yeah.
with, you know, and so I got the abortion, and I was just like, okay, I need an option that is not what I've known. And I got my IUD, I got the low hormone, and it stopped my period.
Oh, that's
I haven't had a period got my abortion in 2017. And I have not had a period since. I sometimes every once in a while get spotting. I've replaced my IUD once. Because especially when Donald Trump got reelected, I replaced my IUD almost immediately because I was like, if this has to outlast this.
Yeah.
And it does. And I will say, like, my low hormone IUD has saved my life with my, like, hormonal imbalance with, like, I mean, my fear with my other birth control methods I've tried. But it, like, with endometriosis and, like, my boyfriend doesn't want children either. And I'm just like, okay, this is working. This is working for me. And I don't feel crazy. I don't feel insane. I don't feel out of my mind about things where I'm just like, how am I acting irrationally out of nowhere? I truly love my IUD. But I know some of my girlfriends where it fucked them up.
Yeah.
And then it's not a one size fits all. And that's one thing that it's so sad to see the way that, like, women's healthcare is not paid attention to. And the way that, like, it's unregimented, where, like, Depo-Provera, the shot that I was like, no, like, this is, but sorry, I'm like, there's so many things going on. I was given it when I was a teenager, and as I was given so many other drugs, and I was like, no, this works because it was given to me, and the doctors said yes. And I had no say and no understanding of what was being shot into me. It was just like, this is what you get.
And your body was different.
Developing. I was a child.
Even hormonally, like, your body is completely different as
Absolutely.
an adult woman.
And then, you know, and then so I was so like, no, like, it worked for me then. It's got to. And, like, the way that there's, like, this, almost an idea of a one size fits all for women's healthcare, where there's here's your 5 options.
Yeah.
And men pull out better, or here's a condom, but you don't like
No,
that
men have
anyways.
vasectomy or condom. That's the only option on
Oh
there.
my God. I will say, and it was almost for the camera. I asked my boyfriend if this administration got worse, which doesn't look like it's getting better, but if I couldn't get reproductive health care anymore, if he would get a vasectomy, and he said, absolutely. And I was like,
He should do
Hell
it
yeah.
anyway.
thank you.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because
Do it.
it is, and I
Guys, do it,
have male friends who have had vasectomies, and I was like, explain your experience to me, because I really actually want to know what it's
It's
like.
a wonderful experience.
15 minutes
Yep.
Yeah.
with local anesthesia and 2 weeks of slightly uncomfortable sitting.
About
Give or
maybe a
take.
couple of days. Uncomfortable sitting.
But, like, I guess I'll lose my hair and have hormonal meltdowns and gain weight, but I'm just a woman and I'm crazy.
vasectomy is the best and most
I
efficient
just,
birth control.
like,
I have
it
been
is-
a vasectomy advocate for over a decade.
Oh my
This
God.
motherfucker knows it. I
If
tell
more
every guy to
men
do
got vasectomies and were outspoken about it,
I got mine last year. I tell everybody to do it too.
Honestly, that's your pickup line.
Hey, I got neutered. That's
I got neutered. Bark for me then.
Oh man.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm sorry. I just.
No.
Oh,
No, you're good.
I mean,
sorry. I got a whole trigger from
No, it's
especially seeing as how
my
guys are the
child
ones that are
abusive
always like
medication.
talking about kids the most. I mean, sorry. Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
So
please.
I just want to say on this one because I do have.
Sorry, I felt like I was
I do
gapping
have
my head off.
pretty lived experiences, like I said, over 10 years with it. And every time I talk to guys about a vasectomy, they're always like scared. And the thing that's always thrown me off
Like
is
this ain't gonna work.
the two things that guys need to remember when it comes to that is, for one, your dick is not what they're cutting.
Yeah.
I mean, and if your dick wasn't working beforehand, it's not going to work afterwards either. That's on you.
So don't even.
It ain't got nothing to do with the doctor. But the other thing is, it's just that it's so much less invasive. So much less invasive that, you know, I don't know about your experience. It's not like we fucking compare notes, but I know I always joke that I was cracking jokes with my doctor during mine.
So did
and I was very upset that he wasn't laughing at him. You know, so if that's our experience as men, and then you don't have to worry about this shit, especially because if you know, and I've told men this, so I'm gonna say it here, go get your shit frozen beforehand. If you can, you know, like if you're really serious about having kids down the road, then you can go to a fertility doctor and find out when the best time it is for you to save your sperm, and you can do it the responsible way. Then go get snipped. And then you're good to go.
Also,
but
you
men
can get it
don't
reversed.
You can get it reversed.
That is a common misconception.
It's
you
not guaranteed.
can get it reversed, but it's not guaranteed to work.
It's like
and
80%,
the older
I
you
think.
get,
Yeah.
the less likely it is for the reversal to take. And after you hit 40, it's not that it's not going to reverse. It's just probably not going to reverse. And it's just one of those things. But I want to stay focused on the main thing here. Is that for men who are so wanting to have kids, if you really want kids that bad, then how about you go through all of the hoops of making sure that you can do it the way that you want to when you're ready, as opposed to just going through this whole luck of the draw, but putting everything on women. Like, we tried to, make it a little lighthearted there for a while because we had no idea what fucking words y'all were saying. But we are very receptive hearing like how much you're having to go through, and it's a lot. Like, it's very eye opening.
When all we got to do is just snip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just say that, how you said like more men need to say it, and I'm not saying that it needs to be us, but we could be the ones that are talking about it. But you do need more men actually talking about the responsibility factor of it, because I'm an orphan, and I'm an orphan because when my mom passed, my dad didn't want me. So if men are supposed to be the ones who are supposed to be taking care of their kids and wanting their kids so much, why is it that so many dads are the ones who are so quick to just disappear? And I'm not just trying to jump on men. I'm just saying, if you're the ones who are quicker to leave, but it's also easier for you to be the most planned out and protective of it, where's the cutoff here in my mind? Like, I don't understand it, because when I heard, oh, you can just go ahead and get snipped and you just don't have to worry about it. I had a roommate at the time, and he was around the age then that I ended up being when I got my vasectomy. And he told me, he's like, bro, it's been the best 10 years ever because I don't have to worry about it. If I'm in a relationship, it's because I want to be in that relationship with that person. And he had already had his kids. One of my best friends, he had his daughter, immediately got snipped right after, because he's like, no, I wanted my daughter. And I got my daughter, and I'm good with my daughter.
That's the difference, though, is somebody wanting the child,
Right.
versus this idea of like, I'm a man because I can make another human. And then they're just like,
Well, a lot of
with
men, I don't know if you've seen, I've seen so many people talk about it. I don't know if any of you have, but a lot of men want kids the way that kids want a dog.
yes.
They
Yes. It's like a trophy or like I want it as a puppy.
Yeah.
It's my legacy or
Like,
whatever.
when-
And I'm like,
The worst reasons to
Yes.
have a fucking.
And when
child.
you see a lot of dads, like they're not, like there's a difference between being a dad and being a father. And like a lot of dads, like they do the fun stuff. They don't know their kids. Like, oh my God, I fucking hate this shit so bad. Like I could get physically violent. I think it's a Jimmy Kimmel show. He does like street interviews. And one of them is like pulling aside fathers who are with their children and then asking questions about the kids. And these questions will be like, what is your kid's teacher's name? What is your kid allergic to? What grade is your kid in? When were they born? What is their eye color? They'll tell the kid who's standing right there, close your eyes. And they'll ask the dad, what is your kid's eye color? And they don't fucking know. And over and over and over, the dad doesn't know a single thing about his kid. Sometimes doesn't even know their middle name. And in the background, laugh track. It's so funny. It's so relatable. And I understand how that's funny to some people because it's relatable, but it's so fucking awful. I hate that we like, in this societal way, reward dads for not giving two fucks about their kids. Your kid's standing right there and like, it's also for the child who's standing right there, so disappointing to hear over and over your dad doesn't know a single thing about you. Literally your eye color does not know. And sometimes the mom will be there, they'll ask the mom, and the mom knows every single thing about that kid. Like down to the minutia. Like she knows everything. And I just think it's so crazy to be like, I want kids, like I want to be a dad, I want to be a father, and then you don't know anything about them.
they don't want
like
to be a father.
you need a babysitter to be there if you're gonna watch your kid alone. Like that's fucking disgusting. Like you should feel like a small little person if that's who you are. And I think like I've seen this before where for women, you cannot be a bad mom and a good woman, but there are so many men that are terrible fathers and we still are like, well, he's a good man.
Hey, he's a good guy.
He's a good man.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
He didn't take care of his kids, but like, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good job. Like he's good to his friends, whatever. Like, I think men should very much be held to that same standard. You're not a good man if you are not a good father.
Clock it. Clock it. Clock it.
Yeah, no, that needed a full ding. That needed a full ding. I'm always reminded by, you know, as a male who decided they didn't want kids like very young. I just always, and I'm sure you heard this too. You don't want a little you running around? What the fuck do I got to do with this other human being that I created?
It's another
That's not
human.
another me. That's another
This
person.
is a whole
And
person.
the fact that is always people's, like so many people.
They get obsessed with this idea of recreating themselves
Like you're
and
not
pre-programming.
copy pasting like this. That is a whole.
Yeah.
Like I'm different from my parents. I'm very different. From my
I'm
parents.
so different.
Do I look like them?
Yeah, because I like
Yeah.
your mom. She's cool.
Yeah. Like, but but I am different than my parents. Like
Yeah.
I'm not. Like I'm different than my dad. I'm different. I look like them, but
Yeah.
share the same name. But I'm not them.
Right.
Yeah.
I have different like beliefs of not beliefs, but I operate differently than they do. I navigate this world differently than they do. You know?
I think a lot of people.
My dad wanted me to be a soccer star. I ended up being a podcaster.
Really
You get
close
there, you
to
get
being the same thing.
Almost right there, almost close on the bullseye, right? So yeah, I mean, I absolutely like you're not just creating another you because like would my dad have his nails painted? Absolutely not. Does that make him a bad person? No, but
Yeah.
like that's just different time,
Different worlds, yeah.
No, but like, yeah, I'm not a copy paste. I just look like them. Are you okay? Do you want a hug?
Oh my God.
Do you want a hug?
Sorry, my hand's very cold.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Oh no, it's just like the way that people treat their children and they try to make photocopies,
Yeah.
and then there's so much abuse that happens within trying to control children.
Yeah.
And it translates into something so much deeper. And they're like, well, I just wanted the best for you. And you're sitting here being like, you never listened to me.
Mm-hmm.
The way that, like, you see, like, the manipulation of children. And it's really difficult to, I don't understand the desire to manipulate a child. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
I think that's part of the problem with having children so young, or like when people have children very young. I think that it's also part of the reason why like very conservative and religious groups push you to have children when you're young, is because you don't understand the entirety of what it means to be a parent. Because like when you're young, you know, I would say even like 30 and below, you might not understand that you are raising another human being and not just like another little you. Mm-hmm. And so there's also this great deal of personal growth that happens from 18 to 30, especially. Like you're doing all these firsts, you're like learning who you are, you're unlearning like hopefully all the, you know, harmful things that you learned when you were small. When you're 18, 20 and you have a baby, you don't know who you are, and now you're in charge
You're a
of
baby.
raising
You're still a
another
baby.
person.
And your baby having a baby.
Yes.
One thing my mom always said.
Yes.
Baby having a baby.
Yeah.
And so you're not able to, and God, you don't, so it's like from 25 to 30-ish is when your brain fully develops and your frontal lobe is like fully engaged. Before that, you're processing most of your decision making through your amygdala, which is responsible for your emotions, which is why when people say like teenagers, like they're not thinking, they're just like doing shit. Yes, they actually are just doing shit because their brain does not work. So they are not actually thinking, they are just doing what
Right?
they
say
feel.
teens are stupid.
Yes.
It's like impulsive, reactive.
Yes. And so, I don't know, like the older I've gotten, the more that, like I do want kids, but I would never have a kid unless I was in a position where I felt like I could raise one well. Because now, being almost 30, I have like a much fuller understanding of the complexity that let's see, like how every little thing that you do in raising your child affects them. Mm-hmm. Like everything from the moment that they're little.
Sponges.
Even you just like choosing to pick them up when they cry or like let them cry it out, that impacts how they connect with people in the future. Knowing that, why would I ever have a baby right now when I'm like, I don't have like the money for it. I don't have the time for it. I have all these other things going on. Like that's not a good situation to raise a baby. And I wouldn't be able to give you the best of myself. So I don't know. I just think when you have people having babies when they're still babies, still learning how to be adults, of course, they're not going to do a very good job. they're going to do kind of a pretty bad job. And then unfortunately, that child is now going to go out into the world having a terrible time. and also making the people around them have a terrible time. You know what I mean? One of the things that I love to say about men who are being terrible to their face or to other people is like, just because your dad doesn't love you doesn't mean you get to act like this. Okay? But that truly is what is going on. Your dad didn't love you, or nothing you ever did was enough for your parents, and you don't feel good enough. And now
You project.
and yes,
Shit.
now you're out in the world, like, not coming home to your wife and your baby, like cheating on her, like
You're doing everything except going to therapy and understanding all of this trauma.
You're 40 years old and you're belittling the 19-year-old person who you work with.
Wild.
You have to stop. Like it has to stop. And unfortunately too, I think when you have children too young, or when you don't do that self-reflective work, you kind of get stuck in that like juvenile mindset. And I mean, after a certain age, it's very likely you're going to be stuck that way. And so then you see people who are 40, 50, 60, like, oh my, I was just, so I went to PetSmart. I need to get flea medicine. They keep it locked up. I come up to the counter, this girl, I can tell she's like 18, 19. She looks like a fucking baby. I tell her, hey, I need this brand. And she says, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't know what that is. Told her, that's fine. It's a flea medicine. It's locked in that case. She says, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know how to open it. I have to get a manager. I said, babe, it's fine. Like, just go take your time. It's no worries. She goes, she comes back. She's apologizing again because the key was right in front of her by the counter the whole time. She doesn't know how to unlock it. I'm showing her where the lock is. It wasn't locked to begin with, so she didn't even need the keys. She's so sorry. She's apologized like 15 times. Right. We go up to the counter and she's ringing me up and I tell her, listen, I've been in the service industry for like a decade. You do not need to apologize this much.
Right.
Do not continue to apologize this much, because you will encounter people like who are bad customers, and when you apologize this much, they'll be like, you know what, actually, it is this fucking bitch's fault.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Like, they're gonna double down on it.
Yes, and they are going to be mean to you. Say your one apology, that's fine, and then that's it. Leave it at that, because people will be mean to you.
It's like admitting guilt.
Yes.
Basically.
And I told her when I was probably 19 or 20, I worked at an ice cream shop. This woman in like her 50s, maybe early 60s, asks for a sample. I give it to her. She throws it at me as hard as she fucking can and says, that wasn't big enough. And I was 19 and didn't know what the fuck to do. So I went to the back and I fucking cried. And somebody else helped her. Like, she still got her ice cream and everything. And this girl says, oh my God, I'm 19. Like, that's exactly what I would do. And I said, yes. But the difference is now, knowing what I know now, if somebody did that to me today, I would have yelled at her back and I would have refused her service. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not helping you.
Right back at her.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you fuck bitch.
Yes. And when I think back on time, especially when I was like 18 to like 24, my bosses who were terrible to me, or customers who were terrible to me, I think, because now I'm not old, but I'm old enough that 18 to 25, you look like a baby to me.
Yeah.
And so even when I saw her, I was already like, I'm going to give you extra grace because you look young. Like, I'm sure that you don't know anything because you look like you have zero life experience. So now, and I'm only 30, when I imagine a 60-year-old, 50-year-old woman, that something in her is so fucking like unhealed and unhinged that she sees a 19-year-old and she's mad about the amount. I mean, God, this is like, it's like that big, the amount of ice cream, like, and it can't get much bigger, bitch. The spoon is hella small.
sample.
Yeah, those little
It's a sample. For something in you to be so irritated that you're going to throw something at a kid, it's just so insane to me. I cannot understand it. But I also, it very much, to me, speaks to the importance of how you are raised and how important parenting is.
Yes.
Because these people are growing up and acting insane for the rest of their fucking lives. Just menaces to society.
And nobody's checking them.
Right.
Their friends are not checking them.
Yeah.
But their
Which
parents
is what we
are
need to
just
change.
like egging it on.
That
Yeah.
old lady threw that ice cream, and whoever was with her didn't say,
What the fuck
sorry,
are you
here's
doing?
$20, we're just going to leave.
Yeah.
But
But
also,
that's the appropriate,
but also
you know-
what you said earlier, it's beyond the I'm so sorry, here's $20, we're gonna leave. Because is that what you're gonna have to do every time that
Yeah.
friend acts out? Or are you gonna sit there and be like, hi, why are you behaving like this?
Yeah.
Because there's two different situations happening. You cannot pay your way out of every shithole situation that your friend embarrasses you into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, also, like, not you specifically, but like, it's like, how much are you willing to sit here and just be like, well, that's my friend. I'm not like her though, but like,
You're the
birds
company
of
you
a
keep.
feather.
Yeah.
Birds of a fucking feather. And like, I've had to talk to some of my girlfriends recently about women who have been treating my friend in a very specific way. And I'm just like, okay, let's break this down. Let's break down, like, why is this happening right now? I'm like, this person came into your life when you were very receptive to everything. You were weak in your own way. And that's not an insult because weakness isn't always an insult. But she was like, I need friends. And I'm like, I was like, what's that? And this girl was like, I'm so your friend. And this girl is not a fucking friend. And she was like, why is this girl doing this? And I was like, because that was who you made friends with before.
Yeah.
Right.
And the people you keep around you and the people that celebrate you in the hardest of your times and the best of your times. We can all sit here and be like, hey, baby, didn't love how you handled that. But how can we rework that? Like, what are we doing today? And I've done that with my best of friends. And the second you know someone's not on your team is when they're throwing an oops right in your face. Because we all do it. We all have a fuck up. We're all not
Yeah.
perfect.
Right.
And the second somebody's like, guess what you did?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to pepper spray you with it and make sure you realize how stupid you are for that instead of educating you.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm all knowing. So if my friend is like, hey, baby, like, this could have been like this, or did you ever think about this situation like this? Like, and I'd be like, fuck, thank you. Thank you for educating me on this situation that I was too emotional to handle in an appropriate way. And you caught me and you corrected me. And now I'm here listening to you. But when you see people that don't ever want to be corrected, they never want to hear it.
You gotta
Those are
just
the-
cut them
Those
off
are the
too.
people. I don't care who you know. I don't care how long I've known you. The second, the day you're unwilling to hear any type of criticism, it's cool.
Yeah.
I can wish you the best. Bye-bye. But in this day and age, everybody should be receptive to criticism. And not even like criticism sounds like a harsh word, but I think criticism can also be, it's like constructive
Yeah.
criticism, right?
There's always an opportunity for a correction. And, you know, when I said, like, how I'm saying that is, it isn't paying away someone like and excusing their behavior, but we've all been in this industry long enough to where someone's been a dick and someone else is like, hey, let me tip you, and then they grab the person is like, hey, what the fuck are you doing over here? Like, that's what I meant by like, hey, here's money.
100%.
We're gonna leave, and I'm gonna talk with this person and correct that behavior. So again, that brings us back to what we were talking about earlier, as far as I believe you were the one who said it, where the follow up and the follow through is the most important part.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't just try to correct someone and their behavior in that moment. You have to talk to them about it later. You know, someone being disrespectful and throwing something, you know, you might not be able to get through to them at that moment to try to correct them.
Because if you're throwing things at people, you are not receptive.
They're too far gone.
You have to like de-escalate and
it's mitigating the current situation and then dealing with like the underlying problem.
Absolutely.
And you know what's fucking crazy? I'm going to do a complete sidebar for 5 seconds and then I will retreat. But there was somebody that said that being a bartender is mindless. And I'm sitting here and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Because not only do we have to smile, take drink orders, de-escalate situations, and babysit. We have to do 16 different jobs at once. And then somebody has the audacity to say that this is a mindless job.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. That is so insane to me.
And a lot of times the people that will say that the jobs that we do don't require a lot of work or aren't that hard.
Oh my God.
They're usually the people who sit at a cubicle all day or sit at a desk or they work from home.
Bitch, you're making PowerPoints all day.
Yeah,
Shut
like,
the fuck
they're
up.
not
And you're
doing
making
anything
less
that
than me.
difficult. Yeah.
Is he
But go
peeing?
off.
Probably.
I need to pee.
Okay.
Can I pee?
Yeah.
I have something I want to say.
Yes.
I
Perfect.
think something that was very, like, in this bigger conversation about, like, holding people accountable and whatever, something that I found personally was really important is that we all want to be likable or liked, right? Like, we all want to be liked. And sometimes when you're speaking up against someone who's doing something wrong, it's not a likable moment.
Nope.
And something that was really important for me was learning that you don't need to be likable all the time. And I had this coworker who, God, she was so fucking mean sometimes for no reason. Like, she was very abrasive, and yet she still had friends. She still has people that love her. She still has like a successful life. And there was a lot about her that I admired, and it made me realize you can be really mean and people will still like you. Like, you do not need to be likable in all moments to be a likable person. And sometimes when someone is saying something crazy to me at the fucking bar and I'm being mean to you, I'm not being likable in this moment. I'm still likable in general. And I think also more importantly, you shouldn't fucking like me. You're being terrible right now. Why would I want you to fucking like me? You're awful. You're being terrible. Why would I don't value your opinion. Why would I want you to like me right now? When it comes to friends, like, that's a little bit different. Obviously, like, it's not like I fucking hate you, but you don't need to be likable to your friends in every moment. If they are doing something wrong, they might not like it if you say something to check them. But that doesn't mean that because you're a little unlikable to them in that moment that they just are gonna hate you now. It's gonna be uncomfortable. That's fine. Even your friends, like, if they really are someone you want to keep having as a friend, like, they're going to continue to like you despite that. And if they don't like you and that continues, you probably shouldn't be friends with them. Do you know what I mean? It's okay to be unlikable. Actually, I kind of like, I'm waiting for somebody to come say something crazy to me because I like to yell at them now. Now that, like, I found my voice, I'm gonna fucking use it. And it feels really good.
I feel that. Yeah. For the long time, I was kind of the same boat. Like, I want to be liked by everybody, this and that. Now, like, that I found my voice in this space, especially with podcasting and being chronically online and putting myself online, I'm like, please somebody start some shit so that way we can talk in the
Yeah.
comments and then you just boost my video more because you're a fucking
I'm like
idiot.
fiending for someone to come say something sexist to me.
Talk
I'm
some shit. Somebody
waiting.
please come talk some shit.
I love it.
I
And
love talking shit online.
yes, and I like
And even in person too, it's like I told somebody yesterday they were ordering something for me and they made a joke and then I snapped back and then they said something like like something blah blah blah. I was like, well, I control this shit. I was like, whoever is playing the music, it don't matter. I was like, I control this shit. You see the alcohol that I'm pouring here? I decide who gets this. I could say, hey, you're kind of drunk. You can leave.
Yeah.
I could end your night like that.
yeah.
I hold power in this bitch. This is
Yeah.
my fucking house.
I'm the fucking.
I didn't say it like that,
My motherfucking house.
but like I told him, I was like, no, this is my house. I control this.
No,
and
I
they
tell
laughed and they
people-
chuckled, and I'm like, yeah, no, but I'm fucking serious. If I say you're done, you're fucking
Yeah.
done. So watch your mouth.
Yes.
Watch your
I've told
fucking
people
mouth.
I'm the thing standing between you and another Jameson diet. So
Exactly.
Your basic
correct.
bitch drink. You know, another Cheetos and vodka. Girl, act right and you might get another Cheetos and vodka.
yeah,
Yes, I'm 100% for
Yeah.
starting some shit.
I'm
Yeah.
fiending for someone to come say something crazy. Like I'm itching. I can't
I
wait
feel that. I feel that.
because I can feel now like the anger, but I didn't feel anger until like 2 years ago.
It's ancestral
And now
rage,
like
isn't it?
I can feel it like in my throat and in my chest. Like I can feel the anger. And the best part is it goes away. Like this situation is limited to work,
Yeah.
which is what I love about getting to practice like setting boundaries and like being able to snap back at someone very quickly at work specifically, because worst case scenario, you get thrown out and then I go home and like, yeah, I'm going to post about it on my Instagram and then I'm never going to think about it again.
And
It
that's
does not
You
matter. It
won't
does
even
not
remember
affect
after you post it on your Instagram.
Yeah, so I get to like, I know I won't.
You're
I
kidding
can't
yourselves
even,
right now.
I know. But it's like I get to microdose anger
Yeah.
and that's really fun.
Microdosing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Microdosing anger. Okay.
Yeah. My practice this year has been smiling more as I
As a
you
man.
know, as I do all
As
that.
a man.
No, I mean as I tell people it's my house, or as I like the short king I said earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He was being a dick with me for no reason because he
Why do
kept
we
forgetting.
keep calling them kings? They didn't conquer anything besides being a dick. You're just short.
What's another what word we can use?
king of what?
If someone comes up with one,
Short.
I'll use it.
Short. You're short. You're
So
tiny.
for the short guy,
Little
Short.
worm. I like to call him little worm of
he
a
was being
person.
a dick.
Oh my God. Or like little hobbits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hobbit was being a
Hobbit.
dick.
Okay, sorry. What are you
And
saying?
He said he got an attitude with me because he kept
Seems
leaving
like they
his car.
accomplished anything.
And then he like went like this, and I looked at him and was like, "What?" And I just smiled at him like that, and that was it. That's all I said. So when he came back up with a girl and tried to order, I looked at him, I was like, absolutely not. And the other two bartenders were standing next to me, and they just walked away, and he just looked at me like, wait, we can't get a drink? And I was like, no,
you're done.
no, you can't.
Yeah.
And I just had the biggest
said their
smile.
tall
It made
queen
me
up.
feel so good. And that's that. I've been microdosing that happiness right there. That's been my thing, is like pissing someone off, but doing it within the rule book to where they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's, it just makes me feel like I'm how they say the T-Mobile boss, the guy in the
T-Mobile
mall.
king.
The guy in the mall with the tight pants.
Oh my god!
Final boss at the T-Mobile
the
store.
fucking
I
tight
feel like
ass
that guy.
fucking polo. With
Yeah, yeah.
I
I feel
hope
like
you
the-
don't
every
feel like
Dominican
that
that
guy.
works-
I'm saying I
That's
feel like
terrible.
it's a mean joke, but I'm saying I feel like that
Every-
final boss that these assholes have to deal with.
Every
because
Mexican
everyone
boss
else
has
at my
to-
job, like I'm the oldest, I'm the most tenured there. So usually, if they don't want to deal with someone, they send them to me. So by the time you get to me, like your night's
Yeah.
pretty much done, man. So for him to start with me, his night was
Yeah.
completely done. And all I did was go up to my boss, the gym. I was like, "There's a guy being a cunt. I cut him off. It may be a thing, it may not." And he was like, "Okay,"
Yeah.
and that was it. That was the extent of the
And that's
conversation.
where I
And
tell
love it.
you, it starts from management supporting their fucking staff.
Exactly.
You have a healthy bar when your management is you're like, hey, I'm gonna let you know of this situation. It's X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And this is how I dealt with it. appropriately. Like, listen, like, people don't always handle things appropriately.
No, they don't.
And management can be like, you didn't handle that appropriately. No.
Yeah.
So, if and when, because we are all perfect. I read this book recently that said that all of us have never done anything wrong and we're still perfect at everything that we do. I read it recently. It's facts. So
I don't know if I've read it, but I quote it quite a
no,
bit.
I quote it all the time. But when you go to management, you're like, this situation happened, may or may not end up as a Yelp review, but I need to let you know this is exactly how it happened and how I handled it. And they're like, yep, you did that exactly how you should have, and I support you, and anything that comes from it, like, I know exactly what happened, the end, blah, blah. And you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Fuck yeah.
Shout out
And
to
I've had to
supporting
do that. I've had to be like, hey, this person did not like what I had to tell them.
Yeah.
But this is why I told them what I told them. So, and then the second you get support.
My favorite is when someone comes in who's been 86 and they walk in as if they're not, and I get to say, you know you're not allowed in here. And they go, what? Say, you have to get out right now or security is going to make you. They don't like that, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you say it in that tone,
You know you're not allowed in here.
that's a good one.
What are you
And
doing
then he
here?
goes, literally, he goes, oh, what are you talking? I said, last time you were here, but speaking of managers like supporting you, this guy comes in, terrible, okay? He keeps like, he's got no fucking money, he's an alcoholic, he's always coked the fuck out, and he'll order 15 lemon drop shots for like a bunch of fucking girls that are in here, and then he tries to run out on the tab. So the last couple times he'd come in, he'd run out on the tab. He comes up, he orders one Jameson Diet. I say, cool, I'm gonna need $13 or a card. He goes, oh, can I just have it and then I'll give you the card in a second? I said, no, you need to give me payment first.
Why
and
is
then I'll
it
give you the
1
drink.
second versus now? Give it to
And
me
he
now.
goes, just give it to me now. I said, no, you need to give me payment and then I'll give you the drink. And he says, why do you hate me? Why do you hate me so much? And I said, listen, I don't hate you, but the last couple times you came in, you ran up a tab and then you tried to run out, or you did run out. So I'm gonna need you to give me payment first. My boss is standing right there. And he goes, I just don't get why you hate me so much. Gives me the card. I say, I don't hate you. My boss says, she's lying. She does hate you. Yeah, I do.
And
We
on
all
that
hate
note,
you.
Anyway, all right.
thank you again. Both
You're
of you.
welcome.
ladies.
Thank you for having
For
us.
both of these episodes, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This was
So
fun.
much fun.
A lot of insight.
Guys, like and subscribe, and cheers to the staff.
Even fake tequila shots, I'm bad at taking.